Happy Sunday, everybody. We are back for our Passport to Paris series, and in the kitchen we have Chef D. Levine. And Chef, I hear we've got some shrimp on the menu.
Yes, we are going to be making a shrimp Provençal with, of course, grits. So it's kind of like a shrimp and grits, but a little bit different.
Okay.
So I'm gonna need you to actually kind of keep an eye on those grits. You can stir, we just wanna make sure that they don't burn.
Oh, absolutely.
Perfect.
Okay.
And I'm going to work on doing the actual shrimp Provençal part. So the first thing we're gonna do is turn our heat on. We're gonna get that pan nice and hot, and we're add a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of butter.
Okay.
Remember, the olive oil is to help so that it doesn't stick, and the butter adds the flavor.
So what exactly does Provençal mean?
So Provençal is really just a term for the method of cooking. So it's from Provence. It's in the south of France, and it's just really a style of cooking. Really, really light, really fresh ingredients, seafood forward. And that's kind of what we're gonna be working on today. So I have my pan getting warm. I'm gonna add my Louisiana spice to our shrimp. And of course, we're using Louisiana Gulf shrimp, of course.
The best way to do it, right?
Always. I say yes, definitely.
Why Gulf shrimp in particular?
So obviously, we always add a little bit of a Louisiana twist. It's fresh. It's really like right here. We're right next to it. So why not use it? I mean, especially when they're in season. We want to make sure that we are supporting our local fishery.
Which we must always do. Now, Chef, I do want to ask you, how long should I be stirring this?
You can stir till your heart's content. You ain't gonna do nothing wrong with them. They're gonna be great and delicious. All right, so now I'm going to take off this glove. We're gonna add some olive oil to our pan.
Okay.
And of course, we're gonna add that butter. Perfect.
Ooh, that sizzle.
Nice sizzle, right?
So,
yes.
When people are cooking shrimp, sometimes it's hard to cook shrimp. I mean, what advice do you have for the perfect shrimp?
The best thing about shrimp is not to go long. They're really, really delicate. They're really, really small, and they cook very quickly. So there's no reason to cook a shrimp more than 2 to 3 minutes, especially depending on the size. These shrimp will literally cook in about a minute. I think that's the biggest thing that people do is they overcook them. So literally, I just put them in. We're gonna start to turn them over. You can see there's already color on them.
Yes.
It happens really, really quickly.
And the smell already. The
Oh,
olive
it's so
oil,
fresh.
the butter mixed with the seasoning. What all is in the seasoning?
So well, first of all, we can't tell you what's in the Louisiana spice. But of course, we're gonna be working on that, that Provence seasoning. Let's pull off our shrimp because we don't want to finish them now.
Okay.
All right, so there's a little bit of savory in it. There's some marjoram in it. Going in with our onions.
I've never seen onions look that beautiful before.
Listen, when you're up in the morning early, cut your onions. All right, so we're going in with our onions. We're gonna let them cook down just a little bit. I'm gonna add a little bit of green onion, my favorite, garlic, and then some of the tomatoes. So that's where that really, really delicious freshness comes in. We're gonna kind of let them cook down just a little bit. Okay, so how spicy do you like food?
I'm a medium spice girl.
You're a medium spice. All right, so I have some cayenne peppers from my garden, and they're already dry. Let them dry on the vine. It just makes it easier to pick and easier to cut. So we're gonna add a couple of them in. So hopefully we're not gonna go too spicy, but we're trying to get it in there. All right, so now I'm gonna add a little bit of that herb de Provence spice.
There's something beautiful about the color of all of this too. Is that intentional? Or?
I mean, I think it's just seasonal, right? So when you think about cooking, especially in the old country or any older cuisine type, it's all about cooking seasonally and what they have available. And that's, I think, why the food is kind of as bright and colorful and delicious as it is. All right, those look great. The tomatoes are really starting to break down. And now we're gonna deglaze. So again, we have our wine.
Our favorite.
Remembering to use wine that you're going to drink. I never cook with wine I'm not going to drink.
And what kind of wine is this?
So this is a dry wine. It's just a regular dry white wine. I love the flavor of this particular wine. I'm gonna let that go. We're gonna add a little bit of fresh lemon juice. And then we're gonna add some salt and pepper. And then after that, we're gonna slide our shrimp back in to let them finish cooking.
Okay, so you don't let the shrimp cook all the way
No.
initially.
So you're really doing it ahead of time just to kind of set the color.
Okay.
You want to make sure that they are nice and bright. You have a really good char on them, especially if you're doing really, really high heat. That looks great. All right, so we're going to reduce a little bit more of that wine out. We're going to cook it down until it starts to get really, really thick. After that, we're going to slide our shrimp back in. But for you, I'm going to have you put them shrimp. Go ahead and put the grits in the bowl. I'm gonna put the shrimp in the pot.
Okay. So what causes the glaze to form? Is it the caramel? Is it the wine? How does the glaze form?
Nope, it's actually just reduction. It's evaporation, right? So we've added in liquid that's going to reduce down. So if you think about when we started, we added in the onions, there was really no liquid in there. Some of the liquid's gonna come out of the tomatoes, and of course it's going to come from the deglaze of the wine. All right, our shrimp's going back in.
Enough in this bowl?
Yes, that's more than enough. I mean, how much can you eat? I mean, maybe that might be the question.
You don't want to ask me that question.
All right, perfect. Remembering it only takes a couple of minutes, we're gonna add a little bit more spice. I'm getting my words all jumbled up today. A little bit more green onion. And then we're just gonna plate up. So it literally cooks that quickly. And I want you to remember, once you remove your shrimp and put them on a side plate, they're still cooking because they're still really hot. And that's sometimes, I think, how people overcook them.
I never knew that.
Yeah. All right, so all we're gonna do is take some of our sauce and our shrimp. We're gonna scoop it right on top. Look at that sauce, that's beautiful color.
Her name is Chef D for a reason.
I try.
That looks amazing.
All right, so I'm gonna throw a little bit of that on top. I'm gonna hand you this spoon and I'm gonna pour you some wine. So we're gonna try to get all of this together. What do you think?
Should I try it right now?
Yes, try it now.
Let me get some of the grits first. I'm trying not to sing and eat at the same time.
I love it. Okay, so take a bite, drink your wine, and then I'm gonna tell you all about the Paris Musketeers, right? So the season for the Musketeers currently is over, but there's still an opportunity to kind of get a part of the Musketeers. So now on my website, you can get some Musketeer merch. We have t-shirts, there's hats. Go on the website, take a look at what we have, and you could obviously support the Musketeers just like I do every single week. All right, so what do you think of this?
Chef D, I'm taking this plate home.
Excellent.
I'm taking everything else that's on this kitchen table home.
Taking it all with you? I guess I'll just have to live with it.
But it's okay though, because if you want to take it home as well, guess what? The recipe is online, and the rest of Chef D's recipes for her Passport to Paris series, we have the shrimp Provençal, as well as more recipes. Last week we had the hot dogs, and now there's plenty of other recipes. Stadium dogs,
yes,
to be exact.
Stadium dog.
And even more recipes online.